start with a goal of 11 things or X amount of things, then set another goal, clean this item, set another goal, clean this room, and then you can start over in another room. And you can wipe out an entire house in one day, throw on some good tunes, whatever you listen to. Dolly Parton is a classic to clean to.
You listen to Dolly Parton?
To clean. Boom, 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 boom,
Working 9 to 5.
No way to make a living. Exactly. Like, she gets me in a cleaning mood. What can I say? I want to start picking up stuff right now.
Oh, my gosh. Dolly Parton, we're here for you. Like.
Welcome to Her Talks, the podcast for Marshall students by Marshall students. I'm Luke Jeffrey.
I'm Ashley McClure.
And have you heard? Responsibilities.
Boo!
Unfortunately, spring break is not eternal, even though many of us wish it were, and the hard truth of life has returned with its pressing deadlines and demands, and if you're not careful, it can swamp you. So today we'll be looking at the top things you need to focus on to make sure that spring break hangover does not last the rest of the semester.
Hey. It's not a hangover anymore. I heard the new preferred term is wine flu.
Oh, my bad. I guess I'm not completely politically correct today. But whatever you call it, it's necessary to get over before you face the responsibilities of life. Assuming that you have responsibilities, some people don't. And actually, I read a biological study this week that found out that a person's responsibilities can be directly related to their height.
Oh.
Taller people tend to have more responsibilities than shorter people.
Okay.
Just think about all the people that look up to them.
Okay. That one's okay. I'm not disappointed.
I think that one's top tier, but okay.
Top tier?
Have your own opinion.
I wouldn't. We'll move on. So, for our first thing today, we're going to talk about detox. So, we all know that on spring break, we watch a lot of Netflix, right? Like, come on, let's be honest here.
I don't know. The season finale of Euphoria came out a while ago, so they might be over it. There's nothing else to watch.
I don't know. I did see that Outer Banks 3, it's in production now. So I'm ready to watch that. But I'm excited for that. So let's take a little steer off of Netflix and let's go out for a walk, just to get back into the groove of school here. Or if we want to do something kind of cool, you can do a juice cleanse or maybe start those green shots to get your body back in order from spring break.
Yes. Get the blood alcohol content level back down. So that's very important.
Just to recuperate.
In addition to cleaning out your kidney and liver and whatever else you may have damaged within your body over the length of spring break, you might also want to consider cleaning your physical space, your house, your room.
Your dorm.
Pick up the red Solo cups. Throw them in the trash. Whatever else may be lying around. And, I know a lot of people are not a fan of cleaning. I am not.
Me too.
I am one of those people.
I am not a fan.
I'll pick up trash. I don't like trash. But as far as clothes go, they stack up. I walk on them to get to my bed sometimes. Not actually. That's an exaggeration. I'm not that disgusting.
He's hold up here.
But what I like to do, I start with 11 items, and I'll say, Luke, put away 11 things.
Okay,
and then
that's your goal?
Yeah, so I set it a small goal. Mm-hmm. And by the time I get to 11, I feel good about cleaning, and I'm like, look at what a difference that made. And then I'm like, let me just clean my entire desk while I'm at it. I've already started, let's just finish the desk. And then because I'm so messy and unorganized, I'll start putting things away on my desk, and they'll end up having to go on, my dresser, and then I'll be like, well, I can't clean my desk without cleaning my dresser.
Okay.
So then I clean my dresser to clean my desk, and then I'll clean my dresser and be like, well, now I have to organize my closet. So by the end, I have to organize my closet to clean my dresser so I can clean my desk. And so by the end of the time, I've cleaned my entire room, and then by that time you can set another goal I'll clean, start with a goal of 11 things or X amount of things, then set another goal, clean this item, set another goal, clean this room, and then you can start over in another room. And you can wipe out an entire house in one day, throw on some good tunes, whatever you listen to. Dolly Parton is a classic to clean to.
You listen to Dolly Parton?
To clean. Boom, 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 boom,
Working 9 to 5.
What a way to make a living. Exactly. Like, she gets me in a cleaning mood. What can I say? I want to start picking up stuff right now.
Oh my gosh. Dolly Parton, we're here for you. Like, all right, so now that we have our detox in order, now that we have our room cleaned, let's start into the school assignments. So I think it's smart for all of us to have an assignment calendar. So let's get all your syllabi in order and just make all those assignments in order, your exams. Or if you don't want to do something online, I use a physical planner because I think that is a lot easier to use. I just put a physical planner in my book bag and I just take it out in class so I can do it right then and there. Because if I get on my phone in class, it might not lead to the best things. So a physical planner where I can just write down everything.
Do you use a daily, monthly, weekly planner? What? Like what would your recommendation to the world be?
My recommendation just would be like a weekly planner. I mean, I buy like the yearly one, but it's like it's literally this big. It's really small. So it's just easy to throw in my book bag. Yeah. That's what I use all the time.
So I'm not a fan of killing trees. So
mine's actually recycled.
That's actually really good. I'm pro recycling, but
yes.
Yeah, I'm a fan of apps. I'm a tech guy, so. But I also have about 15 of them that I use in conjunction.
I know, it's absolutely ridiculous.
But I have a lot of stuff. I'll plan out my calendar months in advance.
Yeah.
Like, I already have stuff in fall of next year planned and written on my calendar.
In fall of next year?
Not next year, fall of this year.
Oh, I was like, man, you really on it.
But there are certain things like trips. I've planned out trips 2 years in advance.
Yeah.
Certain things like that and like events that I'm really looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
But at least 3 weeks in advance, I'll know exactly what I'm doing, just about. And it's apt to change, but I have a general outline. So I'm a big fan of assignment calendars. Keeps me on track. I use Microsoft OneNote, and I make an extensive, like over-the-top assignment calendar. You don't have to do all that, but if you haven't started on one already, I recommend it. And if you like it, make one at the beginning of the semester in fall, because that's really helpful.
I do think it's easier to start at the beginning than in the middle of the semester.
Yeah,
you're already just start out organized, at least try.
For some kids, though, spring break, I think some kids think of the school year in like 3 semesters, and spring break starts the 3rd. Just like some people's mental space when they talk about it, like that's literally how they view it. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, put down your 3rd semester calendar for the year. But aside from that, when you make your assignment calendar for the fall, you're making it for some classes, which you need to register for. That was a long segue, but fall registration is approaching. So fall registration will start April the 4th. That's available for seniors, which is they don't do it by years. That would be, you can be year 4 and somehow still be a freshman.
Oh, my.
You've wasted a lot of money if that's the case.
You
but
talk
it's possible.
To your advisor, buddy.
Yeah. So seniors starting April 4th, that's 90 hours plus. You start April the 4th. Juniors, April 5th through the 6th, that's 60 to 89 hours. Sophomores, which is 30 to 59 hours, that's April 7th through the 11th. And then freshmen, 0 to 29 hours, that's April 12th through the 15th. So freshmen have to meet with their advisors, so watch out for that email to go talk to them. If you're not a freshman, it's still advised that you would talk to your advisors so they can advise you.
Yes, I do think it's wise. Because they take care of so many kids to, figure out where they want to be. You can talk to them. They'll recommend you to other people too if they're not the ones to talk to. So it is wise to go and talk to them.
It is. They've been through the ringer. They've handled enough children.
They know what to do.
Yeah, they know what's up. And especially if you have like a non-typical schedule or plan. If you came in with credits, it kind of throws off your 4-year plan, or if you want to double major or whatever, or like even if you're focusing, you have an area of focus, all those things kind of stray you away from the typical 4-year plan. So have a chat with them, even if it's just once a year, not every semester, kind of get a plan for yourself. So.
Yep. All right, so going into summer, let's try and fatten up that resume with some internships. So I do want everyone to enjoy their summer, but having an internship or two can really help you out. So we do have what's called Handshake. Everyone can go on there and look, see what types of jobs and internships they have. But I think also another just useful thing to do is just ask your professors. I've gotten my internship from Professor Benang.
Yes. Dr. Ng is the best. He hooked up me with my internship as well. And Maddie, say hello, Maddie.
Hello.
Our producer, her internship was also hooked up through Dr. Ng. So
Yeah, so just make sure to talk to your professors, see if they have any opportunities for you, and see what you get.
Like I said, Ng was on mine. So professors are a great resource. Handshake is as well, especially like we're all business students. So if you're in the College of Business, Handshake literally has like 15 opportunities every day for business kids. It's a little less in other colleges, but it's still, they have a lot of stuff, and they're looking specifically for Marshall kids. And I've looked at the stats on like how many kids apply for them and like how many look at them. Your odds are pretty good if you just send in like your name. If they say, we want a resume and cover page, and you send in Luke Jeffrey, like they'll probably text you back because of how like there are not any kids that apply for them. They just ignore them like completely. So if you're looking for one, Handshake, definitely just give it a shot. Odds are you don't have a lot of competition on most of them. I decided to leave Brad alone over spring break. I figured he's busy, wanted to spend some time with his wife, get a little romance on, a little getaway. He's had a busy first semester. I figure it's good for him. Or maybe he's using it to catch up. He might have slept in Old Main all spring break. I have no clue. But either way, I didn't want to bother him anymore. But I'd imagine that he's still watching every episode.
Yes, of course.
So, Brad, the invitation is still open. And if you are not Brad, our other followers and listeners, and you're not as faithful as President Smith, so you've missed a couple episodes, it's okay. They're still there. You can still go watch them. Go to the description of wherever you're listening to this or watching. We have a YouTube. So you can go follow us on YouTube if you want to see our faces instead of just listening to our voices. But go check in the description, get our social platforms and all of our episode directories to make sure there's nothing you haven't heard on campus.
See ya.
Do you think Dolly Parton goes on spring break?
Of course. Wouldn't she go to Dollywood?
Oh, that's genius. That's genius.
Thank you.
I wonder if Brad goes to Dollywood. Do you think they know each other?
That would be pretty sick if they did.
I could see it. I bet.
What
Brad's
if we
a Dolly
had
fan.
Brad Smith and Dolly Parton?
Brad's totally a Dolly fan. I can see him like on his morning driving to Marshall. Working 9 to 5. Okay.